The morning of the third day finally brought warm sunshine. Yesterday, the hotel owners promised to take me back to the trail in the morning, so I could continue my journey from where I left off. The weather forecast for today was encouraging. It didn't promise any rain. Unfortunately, I forgot to fill up water in the morning, and that meant I would have to fill up water in one of the streams that goes near the trail. That wasn't a good thing, because there was a lot of cattle in this region, and even filtering the water doesn't completely eliminate the possibility of catching a stomach problem. But at that time, I had no other options. The day was starting to get hot, and thirst would kill me quickly. So I filled up water in the nearest possible place. The stream was surrounded by mountainous terrain, and there were no cattle in the immediate vicinity. The water also looked very clean. My leg still hurt a lot. The blisters were terrible. Yesterday I treated them with various medical products at the hotel, but there was no point of it. The pine trees blocked the sun and the hike was really pleasant. But the problem was with the trail markings. There were practically none, and without navigation it would be quite difficult to navigate this area. The markings that I managed to find looked like they hadn't been updated in decades. The higher I climbed, the more beautiful the views became. By the way, I noticed the first snake on the road. It quickly disappeared into the grass, and I didn't have time to film it. I must admit that there are few snakes on this section. This was the first in 3 days. As in many places, there were cows on the road. There was even one cow so small that it seemed like it had just been born, and as is customary in the animal world, the rest of the herd protects the newborns from possible danger. That's why these big cattle also stood in my way and aggressively mooed that I had to leave. But in the end, we managed to pass each other. Considering that the trail runs along the French border, various police and border guard patrols are not uncommon here. Not uncommon either, poorly visible signs for changing the direction of the trail. And such path, entangled in the bushes, can be easily missed. The climb was quite steep, but I was happy to know that I would soon be at the top. It seems that Mother Nature does not like these tree cutters. The tractor was completely burned out. Considering that the tractor is the highest metal point on the mountain pass, it is not difficult to conclude why the lightning chose it as its target. France is right next. It seems that I will even enter France for a few meters. Road sign to Puigcerda, 4 hours and 20 minutes. At my current speed, it will take me about 7 hours to complete the entire stage. It was finally time for breakfast. Dried meat and white bread. What could be better than this? I know, a breakfast spot with a beautiful view. Finally changed my shoes because walking on the gravel road was easy and there was no need for boots with fixed angle. At this stage I noticed some funny lizards that run so fast along the road, with their front paws practically in the air, like little dinosaurs. Puigcerda is somewhere down there in the valley. This is the quality of the markings at this stage. They haven't been maintained for years. The trail finally started to go downhill. But I was starting to get tired and sat down to rest at least once an hour. About an hour to go to Puigcerda. I almost got lost again. Good thing I have navigation and found the right path, because there are absolutely no trail signs here. At first, of course, it seems that the city is within reach, but in reality you still have a long way to go. Age was a very tidy village. Finally, I reached Puigcerda. The main plan before the hotel was to get gas canister. In the following days, I had to cross remote mountain ranges without settlements. And going to the mountains without gas canister would be madness.